As seen on Kaleidoscope the Series. Kaleidoscope the Series on ABC 23. It's a different look at our region, unique places you may not know exist, unique people sharing their amazing talents. There are good things happening in our area. Watch it all every Sunday on Kaleidoscope the Series on ABC 23. Jumping back to Tionesta now, we introduce you to the Forest Folk School. Located on the same island as the Sherman Lighthouse, their programs are a beacon of light for at-risk youth in the community. Using the power of nature, they educate youth in a way that extends beyond the typical classroom. We talked with the administrators and the students. They showed us the truly unique skills that they are learning and how lives have been changed for the better.
Just throughout the years, got an opportunity to be able to see that there wasn't much human about human services. And my wife and I met through the opportunity of being able to service kids and others. And we just had this dream and this vision to be able to do some things different. Everything from farming to bringing back the arts and building sustainable relationships with kids. So we went out on our own and decided that we wanted to continue to service kids and families.
Well, the kids that we have here are considered at-risk youth. They are either delinquent or dependent youth, and they're court committed. We interview each and every youth that comes to the program, and the reason for that is this program is very different. We look at each youth individually, and everything is customized for each youth. We don't have big numbers. Right now we're currently licensed for 17 kids, so that enables our mentors to work one-on-one. They become our kids. I mean, we truly believe in them, and they know that they have the love and the support. We take time with the families themselves, and we also have our youth involved with each mentor that's in our program. We had 7 kids at home with us for Christmas because 7 of them didn't have any place to be at Christmas. I think we had 5 at Easter that came home with us for Easter. So that's the difference in our program. And thinking about my PAP, I looked at some patterns. PAP used to whittle tree branches and make crochet hooks from them. So I got online and I was looking for mitten patterns and hat patterns, thinking I'm going to teach our kids how to knit and how to do these things like my PAP did. Well, when I got on, I found North House Folk School in Minnesota. So long story short, Mike and I and our little boy jumped on a plane, flew to Minnesota to see if a folk school would fit here in Tionesta. And it was an amazing, amazing trip, probably one of the most memorable ones of our lives. And the folk school definitely would fit here in Tionesta. We went there to build a mush sled, and we met James Sparks. He was building with us, and he, at the end of the class, decided to donate a canoe, a cedar strip canoe, to our program. And I asked Sparky, I said, would you be interested in coming and teaching us how to build these cedar strip canoes? And he said, absolutely. So a couple months later, Sparky showed up with a canoe on his truck, and the rest is kind of history. I mean, he stayed for a couple of months. He taught us how to build the boats. We're now able to build these boats with our kids.
I learned how to build canoes, and I'm waiting to learn how to build bows. I'm going to be enrolled here for the archery, and I'm going to help build canoes once I discharge. The first and probably the most crucial part is building the strong back. You have to get the mold for everything to go on, which you have to get all the measurements right, or else in the end it'll all come out wrong. To start, you put the strong back together, and then you start applying strips of whatever wood. It's 1/4 inch thick by 1 inch, and you apply it 1 strip at a time. You glue it.
Back up.
Staple it, and then once you have all the strips on, you pull all the staples out, which that's a painstaking process. And then you plane it, sand it, and then we take it out of the mold, and then we put a layer of fiberglass on it. And then we sand it down again, and then we re-resin it, and we do that 3 or 4 times until we get the shine that we want.
I've learned a lot about art and stuff, and like how to be successful. I'm probably gonna stay here till August, and I plan on going to college at Edinburgh once I'm done here. I want to do something with my art. I'm not sure what exact part of art I'm gonna do. I might do graphic design or fine arts, but I just know I want to do something with my art. I've been doing an internship with an artist up in Erie, so I've been helping with a mural up there.
We all got a bow assigned to us when we first got here, and then we learned how to shoot. We learned the 10 steps to shooting, and you had to learn your anchoring point, you had to get a sight window, and you had to learn where to aim on the target so that you'd hit your mark every time. And then you had to learn to shoot from 10 yards and 15 yards, which 10 yards I was pretty good, but 15 it was my downfall.
My favorite thing that I've learned since I've been here was shooting bow. We went to NAFS tournaments, national archery in the schools program. We shot competition against statewide at State College down at Penn State.
It was really cool to head down to Penn State and get to shoot for the program.
And what makes ours is a little bit more unique is that the fact that we can actually reach out to some of the families and get the families involved in what we do. So when they come to visit, we're teaching some of the social skills, the pro-social skills necessary for kids to be able to re-enter or reunify with their families and learn a little bit more about one another in a non-threatening environment. So they can take those skills and they can practice them when they re-enter their communities. We've had one young lady that graduated from our program, went home and went to the Army. And we surprised her by traveling to boot camp to see her graduate. She didn't know we were coming, so we kind of made that as a big surprise for her. We've had some other successes in terms of proving the world wrong about our kids. We believe that every kid is at risk, if not guided in a proper way. So we've had some businesses that have wanted to participate and help teach some of the competencies and CTEs that go along with certification processes and giving kids jobs and employability skills when they leave. Our organization is unique in that way. We're looking at a welding program as well as doing some mechanical type of things, getting kids some access to certifications that are aligned with that as we can get them ready for those kind of jobs and those positions. I think that our focus on workforce development, workforce readiness, and job placement is going to be key. Incorporating some of the veterans has been a big push for us right now. We want to be able to open this up to where our kids can learn from other people that have had some sacrifices, but also being able to have those people be a part of mentoring our kids. Intergenerationally speaking, I think it's a critical component that our kids develop healthy, productive relationships going into the future. Our veterans, our seniors, those are people that have a wealth of knowledge. They're proven in battle, they're proven in the battle of life, and we think that there's a lot to offer, and we see a real positive response with our kids when they interact with them, whether it's in the fitness center, building a canoe, shooting archery, going for a hike, whatever the case may be that we offer.
I've learned job securing and application making, and I'm going for my OSHA, my ServSafe. I got CPR trained. I've learned carpentry to a higher degree.
Since I've been here about 5 months, the program has taught me to deal better and cope with my anger skills and working with my peers better and getting along, and just things that I'm gonna need in the future, working with other people.
I was just kind of like lost. I didn't want to do anything with my life. I didn't really have a purpose or anything to drive me. And since I've been here so long, I've gained so much in every aspect of my life. I'm actually doing something with myself. I'm going to college and I'm really changing my life. So just I don't know, anyone who really needs someone to push them and drive them to change. If you want to do better for yourself but you don't really know how, I would recommend here.
We just feel it's very important for our kids and the folks not to lose sight of the old-fashioned traditions and beliefs that we're going to lose because they don't exist anymore, and everything's so fast-paced and everything has an iPad or something, and we just want to slow it down and really bring people together and teach some of the old-fashioned values and beliefs.
Here at Taylor Diversion Programs, we offer a kaleidoscope of skills and opportunities for people in our communities.